Previously on Gillette Drafted 2.
Each pair will have a sports debate.
Does a player need to win a championship before being considered one of the greatest of all time?
You look at LeBron James. If he was hit by a bus tomorrow, he would still be considered one of the greats of all time.
LeBron James only played 7 years. LeBron James not even in the top 50 in basketball.
Who is the most influential sports figure of our time?
And that person is the CEO and chairman of World Wrestling Entertainment, Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
There's so many people who watch this station, who watch WWE product around the world.
Define it as a sport for me. Define it as a sport for me.
Wrestling is a sport.
How's it a sport?
Wrestling is a sport. Anything that involves that high level of athleticism, the coordination, the speed, the power, different
let me
types
ask you a
of
question.
movement.
Is Cirque du Soleil a sport?
Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cue.
Hey guys,
Hello.
good to see you again.
You too.
When we began this portion of the competition, there were 10 of you. You've survived numerous cuts, and this is our version of 5 Alive right here. So on behalf of everyone here, congratulations to all of you to being in our top 5.
Thank you.
You should all be very proud. All still with a chance to earn a 1-year contract to be an on-air personality at the Score Television Network. Also, a chance to earn a 1-year deal to be a spokesperson for our good friends at Gillette. Austin, that was a unique elimination for you.
Yep, absolutely.
Is your cage a little rattled at this point?
No, I don't get rattled at all. I'm totally cool with it. You know, I think my body of work speaks for itself, and you know, I think Cabby just had a bit of a problem with the wrestling, and no, we'll just have to disagree on our opinions with regards to that.
Agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. Yeah.
Who's the favorite at this point of the competition?
Well, I'm still the favorite, based on the body of work.
Meg, quickly. You chuckled blatantly when he said he was the favorite.
I just thought it was a little bold to put yourself out there like that. I'm not disagreeing with him, I just thought it was bold. Good for him.
She has an opinion too, but she just won't say it.
Want to hear your next challenge?
Absolutely.
Here's what you're going to be doing. Each of you, individually, will be conducting a 3-minute interview in this studio. The interviewee will not be in this studio with you. You're going to be talking to this person via satellite. From experience, these things are tricky. First off, they're expensive, so you have to hit your time. You cannot go a second over, or it's going to be a complete disaster. Things can happen in a satellite interview. Slight delays in how the interviewee hears your question. There's a lot that's going to be happening here, and how you navigate through that will dictate whether you're in the bottom 3 or not. You're probably thinking, who are we talking to? The person you're going to be talking to via satellite is Gillette Pro Glide spokesperson and WWE superstar. Can I finish?
Yes, sir.
John Cena.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Austin.
Yeah! Shaq! That's gonna be awesome. I love it.
This is how you'll be judged. Is it entertaining? Do you look natural? Do you make John feel natural? Because the onus is not on him to be natural in this. You have to put him in a comfort zone. Is it fun? Does it flow? All of these things will be in play. Also, you must integrate the fact that John Cena is a proud member of the Gillette family as spokesperson for the Gillette Fusion Pro Glide, turning shaving into gliding. So we must see that in the interview as well. The stakes for all 5 of you have never been higher, and I think this is a challenge worthy of those stakes. So head back to the hotel, practice as much as you can, and best of luck.
Thanks a lot, Sid.
Heading into the competition, I figured that Austin could go either way. He could either do really well because he knows WWE more than anybody else, or he could fall flat because he's too much of a fan. And you have to be able to separate being a fan and being the person representing the fans.
How awesome is that?
So cool.
How awesome is that? How cool is that?
That is Jack.
Yes!
So after we found out what the challenge was, it was time to meet up with Amy Lou again in the Gillette room for another makeover.
So for today's challenge, you guys are going to be interviewing John Cena. He's a Gillette spokesperson and a WWE superstar. Are you guys pumped? So you need to look good. You also need to know what you're talking about and be familiar with the product. So I want to show you the 3 steps of shaving. Brent, I would love you to be our model. Are you cool with that?
Definitely.
Okay, come on you guys.
Part of this gig is to become a spokesperson for Gillette. So we really need to know how to talk about the Gillette Fusion Pro Glide razor.
It is your lucky day. You're going to get shaved by these gorgeous girls.
Nice.
So step 1 of a really comfortable shave is thermal scrub. So let's throw some of that on.
Brent was loving it. I mean, it's probably kind of awkward to have, you know, girls touching your face all over, rubbing stuff in, but we obviously enjoyed it. It was fun.
Step number 2, the shave with the Gillette Fusion Pro Glide.
And then I was the lucky one that also got to shave his face, and I didn't even cut him.
Step number 3, the Gillette Intense Cooling Lotion.
And you know, I think Brent felt a little pampered in the end, so it's good for everyone.
So after we finished with Amy Lou, then we went over to see Rick Campanelli, and he gave us some more tips in preparation for the interview with John Cena.
There they are. Fab Five, how are you guys doing today?
Very well, very well.
So let's talk about today's challenge. I'm so sad that I can't be part of it. I want to interview John Cena. How excited are you guys?
Very excited.
Casey?
It's probably pretty obvious to these guys here. WWE is not necessarily my sport, but the more I did, you have to do research when you do interviews, and the more research I did, the more excited I got.
Well, I'm glad you start with the research, because that's the main thing. It's like you're doing your homework. You're back at school, you're researching a topic. John Cena is the topic. So it's better to know everything than, some points and just being lucky and spitting some things out here. So if you know everything, just in case if he brings something up, you're familiar with it.
I think that was something that we all really took to heart and tried to think about when we were formulating our questions.
The second thing you should know is he's the star here, and you have to listen to what he's saying, because if he drops a gem, or if he drops something that's very interesting and you're getting ready to go to your next question, that's the biggest mistake any of us on-airs could make. A little bonus today, it's a prop, I guess. It's an earpiece. I have one in today, which is cool. You guys will be wearing one as well today. You'll be hearing people talking to you, not all the time, but there's gonna be a hard count. Just make sure that you're listening to the person talking in your ear, because it has to be a hard count. You have to finish on that count. At the same time, you're gonna be obviously listening to John Cena, because you don't want to miss out on anything that he's saying. So it's gonna get tricky today with this thing in your ears.
It's difficult. Like, I've had problems in the past with listening to 2 different things at the same time. Like, I have a very difficult time trying to do both.
All right, guys, have fun with this challenge. It's an interview with John Cena. Go get him, and I'll check in with you guys later, all right?
We were all waiting in the green room. We knew our order. I was slated to go 4th. Austin was going first, which I thought was a little bit interesting because he would be the one with the most energy on this one.
Well, based on the challenge, absolutely I should be the favorite for this challenge, just based on the fact that it's John Cena that I get to interview. I wanted to go right away. If I could do every challenge first, I'd be totally cool with that.
All right, John Cena today. Love it.
And they give me an earpiece, and I hook that in. And then I sit down, I hear the producers are talking to me, they're telling me about, okay, there's gonna be a count for so and so many minutes.
All right, we're about to put up John Cena for you to check audio and video with him.
Hey John, how you doing?
Good.
Can you hear me?
Yourself? Yes.
Doing well. My name's Austin Spencer, John, just so you know, I was trained by Steve Kern and Norman Smiley down at FCW.
Okay.
Just to let you know, I was an extra once on a Raw and SmackDown, I met you there.
Okay.
Were you able to get a workout in today?
Not yet so far.
Start interview in 10.
10 seconds.
When did you
8,
train there?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
John Cena, thank you very much for joining me here today.
Austin, no problem. What's going on, man?
Hey, not much. I've been hearing that you're doing promotions right now for Gillette, the Gillette Fusion Pro Glide. Tell me a bit about the campaign you've been doing and how you've been able to interact with fans while you've been doing that campaign.
Gillette's had a fantastic product launch for the Pro Glide. They've had me kind of in the trenches, getting people to take the Pro Glide Challenge.
What I wanted to bring out was more of how, with wrestling, with being an entertainer, with being an athlete, those people are so fortunate because they're living their dream. I grew up a huge wrestling fan. I know you did too. And when I was a kid, 5 years old, my dad got me the original WWE workout kit, and I got the blue plastic dumbbells, and I was able to do my curls, my shoulder press, and I just had posters of all the jacked guys, like the Ultimate Warrior, Ravishing Rick Rude. To you, when did you get your first workout set, and what would you think about having a John Cena official WWE style workout set?
I don't know about the idea of a John Cena workout set.
Oh, it'd be fantastic. It'd be fantastic. Orange, instead of blue dumbbells, we could have orange dumbbells. We have the workout chart with John Cena on it. I think the kids would love it.
I think it's more of what you do rather than the color of the weights and the posters and the workout charts.
What advice do you have to the kids out there, the kids that have your poster on the wall, the kids that would want that kind of a weight set? What would you say to them about going towards following their dream?
Still stuck on the John Cena weight set, huh? You think that's a good idea?
I think it'd be awesome, but no, I'm just talking about, that's something that kids, like I loved it as a kid, and because I was very passionate about wrestling, but I really want to know, what advice would you give to kids to follow their dream?
It's very simple. I'm wearing it on my chest.
2 extra minutes.
The words never give up.
In my ear, I'm getting, while he's answering this question, now I'm in my ear, I'm getting, all right, you've got an additional 2 minutes. So I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I knew they were going to throw something at us. 3 minutes was a real short time. Tell me about, we know that sports is a big part of who you are.
Part of what?
It's a big part of who you are.
A big part of who I am? Okay.
Who you are, what you do. I know you went to Springfield College. Tell me
sir.
about how your football days have contributed to that idea of never give up, never give in. Hustle, loyalty, respect that you try to portray. And I get the 30-second call. And I'm like, man, when am I going to come off? Because I have to, they said the most important thing is you're basically going to fail this if you don't say goodbye before the time expires.
I mean, football was a physical team game, and it's something where everybody has to lean on everybody, and there can't be a weak link in the chain. 11 athletes out in the field at any given time, and you really have to learn to work as one entity. So it's very hard.
A little short on time.
Physics. A little short on time.
Yeah, very sorry.
Okay, so would you like
to
say
a real professional? Thank you very much, sir.
No, no
really
problem. I mean,
appreciate your time.
Is that the way we're ending it? We're just a little short on time.
I apologize, sir. We just ran out of time. I was able to end it, but not in a smooth fashion like I would have liked to, and that all comes from working with the IFB, and also I've got 20 seconds left. Tell them, like, listen, an exact number. I think that would have been the right way to do it. But that's what I thought of once I got back to the bullpen, because your mind's racing a million miles a minute.
As far as Austin goes, I think I would have done more research. I think Austin probably just did the generic WWE profile read over, and obviously he couldn't keep track of his time real well, because in the middle of letting him know, or in the middle of answering the question that I would like to ask him, he just cut me off and said we're short on time. That's certainly a good way never to get that person back on your show. So if he was a sportscaster for the Score, you might have just lost John Cena as a guest on the Score. So that wouldn't be a good thing.